violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
We are staying on top of this developing story. Police searching for the gunman who shot into a home and hit a little boy. It happened over the weekend in Macon in Bibb County. That child is now being cared for at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Eggleston.
And if you guys don't know, it goes down in Macon. I'm in Macon all the time. It's it's been getting worse and worse. You know, back in the day, it wasn't really like that. Okay, like it was stuff happening, but not as frequent. It was chill. It was just a country town, and it's still a country town. But you know, the Super Gremlins they've really run amok in that joint. Like it's a whole bunch of abandoned, like just neighborhoods of abandoned houses here and there, and you know, you could actually get a house out there for about, you know, between 100 and 150,000. You can even get one for 75,000, honestly. But you know, it's a very sketchy vibe. So definitely decent when it comes to investing, but you know, pretty much it. Like I wouldn't suggest you live there, or maybe you live on the outskirts like Crawford County or something like that. That would work.
Channel 2's Tom Regan is there live. And Tom, how is the 7-year-old child doing now?
Well, Linda, he is still in critical condition, but his mother tells me he is improving, which is good news. She wants those responsible for shooting her son to be held accountable.
Got a little closer to him. I seen the blood just coming out his mouth.
Regina Flowers recounted the horrifying shooting of her 7-year-old son Nico at their Macon home Saturday night. He was watching TV and playing video games when bullets suddenly came flying through windows and walls.
Wow, man. And I told you guys, it doesn't matter. These Super Gremlins are knocking off children. They're knocking off women. It's tough out here, okay?
And we heard like the pow pow sounded like firecrackers.
One of the stray shots struck Nico in the neck. His mom ran in from another room and held her bleeding son in her arms.
Nico, I say, baby, come on now. You say you gonna stay with mama. You know, he opened his eyes back up.
Doctors say the bullet took a strange path after hitting the child. It fractured a neck bone and flew out of his mouth. He's partially paralyzed on the left side.
Wow. That is crazy. Now, that's the magic bullet right there. You talk about JFK assassination. The bullet went through his neck bone out of his mouth. That is an unusual path. But he's paralyzed on his left side. I mean, look at the damage these Super Gremlins are causing. Like, and it's really people in the comments section today, right now, who are justifying these acts. Like, bruh, if you go through my comment section, you'll see like people like here and there, they'll be like, oh, well, you know, one dude, he said something like, oh, anybody can get killed. You can get killed too. Like, bruh, that's the whole point of doing this, to spread awareness so that people at least understand, yo, I need to avoid this if it's looking like this, or if it's looking like that, or if the function is getting lit and dudes is fighting, I need to leave immediately, or if I see a Super Gremlin get denied at a bar, I need to leave immediately. Like, people don't understand, man. This is, in this case, you can't do anything about it because you're in your home and the Super Gremlins just come shooting up the apartment complex. It's not much you can do. But I'm telling you guys right now, there's going to be people in the comment section of my videos who are justifying, like, well, you know, maybe they was beefing with somebody over there. You don't know the beef. You don't know the drama. Like, bruh, it doesn't matter, man. This is ridiculous.
But Mom's confident he'll completely regain movement.
Today he tried, it moved a little bit. He can wiggle his toes, but he ain't able to move his arm at all.
But more encouraging,
He's alert and he's awake. You know, they took the tube out his mouth.
she says whoever fired the shots may have been in a gun battle or mistakenly shot at their place.
It was just wrong to shoot or to think about hurting anybody.
And though Nico has a long road of recovery ahead, she says she believes in miracles.
God came through. He protected my child, and
No one has been arrested in the child shooting. A GoFundMe page has been set up to help the family with medical bills. You can find out more on how to donate at WSBTV.com. Live in DeKalb County, Tom Regan, Channel 2 Action.
All right, guys. So here is the brother Nico's GoFundMe. Man, this is freaking heartbreaking, bro. It's heartbreaking, man. They're almost at their goal. I definitely think that they deserve way more than these freaking BLM organizations, way more than Dante Wright. Like, so if y'all want to donate, y'all don't have to hit the super trap, okay? Y'all do not have to hit the super trap today. Y'all don't have to hit the Cash App today. Y'all don't have to hit the PayPal today. Y'all got to hit Nico's GoFundMe for his surgery. All right? So, you know, that's that.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jaquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Breaking news in southwest Atlanta. Police are on the scene of a shooting near a local park. We just confirmed a 15-year-old was shot and is now in surgery. Channel 2's Michael Seiden is live off Oakland Drive. And Mike, you just spoke to some people who live right there.
Hey, good afternoon, Fred. In the last 5 minutes, we're actually just briefed by an Atlanta police sergeant, but I want to show you the latest. Police just cleared the scene minutes ago. We're at the Oakland City West End Apartments, not far from the MARTA station. I want to show you, though, take a look here. This is where that shooting took place. We know that around 10:30 this morning, Atlanta police responded to a report of a 15-year-old boy who had been shot. The teen...
Did y'all hear that? 15-year-old boy shot. This is the community. This is the community. Okay? It's sickening, man. These kids. We just did a story on a 7-year-old, now a 15-year-old. One in Macon. This one in Atlanta. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Told by police was outside hanging with friends when a white Kia sedan pulled up, asked them a question, some kind of argument broke out. Next thing we know, shots were fired. We know that 15-year-old was hit in the arm and was rushed to Grady Memorial Hospital. We are told that that bullet actually traveled into his stomach. He is undergoing surgery right now and remains in critical condition. As far as the search for the shooter, police not releasing too much information, but they are working with witnesses. We know that there are a number of surveillance cameras on this property, so they are reviewing that stuff as well. They are trying to identify the two suspects. Now, There are, one more quick note, there are a lot of kids out here, and that's because Atlanta Public Schools, they actually have a teacher work day today. So we know that this kid, though, they told us, is from Clayton County. So we are trying to determine if he was supposed to be in school tonight or why he was here. But again, still a very fluid.
He was probably playing hooky. You know, to hear the story, the car pulls up, they get into an argument, and then they just start firing. It's probably beef going on, and they do start young. Doesn't make it right, but I'm just giving you guys like kind of the backstory of what could have possibly happened, because we don't know.
Situation out here is investigators work to identify that shooter and that driver. So we will stay on top of this, and as soon as we get an update, we'll pass it along. Fred?
Mike, thank you very much. In surgery right now, and hopefully.
Atlanta police hope surveillance video will find the person who shot and killed a 31-year-old mother at a bowling alley. Family members say that she shared a son with rapper Young Thug. And tonight, there's a closer look at that murder. News Edge reporter Eric Perry talked with one man who says he believes the shooting might be gang-related.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Family members.
Uh-oh. The shooting might be gang-related. And you hear them talking about this slat stuff and this slime stuff, and I'll slime you out and all this kind of all this talk is code for like gang stuff. You live by the gun, you die by the gun, and it just so happens that maybe Lakevia herself or Young Thug's beef caught up to them. It's sad to hear it go down like this, for real, because there's no reason why you should be killing a woman over a bowling ball. That was the original story, at least. But it may be deeper. And what I will say is, I'm not saying this is Lakevia, okay? But there are women out there who set dudes up, involve themselves with known gang members, and, you know, they're smashing them and maybe helping out here or there with some illicit activities. You know, maybe getting intel on the quote-unquote ops. So there are women who are actively involved, but, you know, when the charges come down, they act like they didn't know nothing. But, you know, just like El Chapo's wife, I'm not saying El Chapo, okay? But she knew what was going on. She probably, well, she actually did, you know, try and help him out after he got locked up and started operating the thing in itself. And these dudes are not on that level, of course. But you know, they talk a lot of this stuff, and it's just crazy, bruh, that they just can't see how detrimental it is to, you know, the overall happiness of your life, because you only get one.
Say the mother was simply celebrating the birthday of one of her close friends. This is a death that has many people talking and wanting answers.
I'm really concerned that this is going to be a catalyst for even larger acts of reprisal.
Journalist George Cheedy and
wow, you heard him. You heard him. Guys, if you're in Atlanta, make sure you understand who you're around, especially in the nightlife, in these clubs. I would just say avoid Super Gremlin clubs altogether, because you don't know if you're in there with a rapper. And I've been in this situation before where I've been in there with a rapper and, you know, we're lit. He got a section. We passing bottles up. They passing bottles down. And you know, it's been like that. But they got beef with other rappers. So now there are fights, shootings, and all different types of stuff. In Atlanta, it's like you never know, bro, because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people look the same. They got the same swag, And y'all don't just be, well, what you mean they look the same? Everybody, bruh, don't do that, because y'all know everybody in Atlanta dressed the same. Like, stop playing. But anyways, you don't know who you're around. You know, you might be in the club with Lil Jackrabbit, and then he might brush shoulders with, you know, Lil Foxhound, and now they beefing, and now they get to shooting, and you don't never know what's going on.
Fox 5 contributor believes the shooting and killing of 31-year-old Lakevia Jackson is just the start to more violence. The mother shares a son with popular rapper Young Thug. Atlanta police say the shooting was a result of some sort of argument over a bowling ball at the Metro Fun Center on Metropolitan Parkway. Chidi says he went through court documents and talked with friends of the victim.
Friends of hers who who were present say that she was not really actively involved in the argument at all.
Chidi believes Jackson was used as a target, and this all stems from a long-running war with rival gangs YFN and YSN.
Wow. So YFN is Lucci's gang, who is in jail for murder or whatnot, or they got a whole thing going on. And then YSN is Young Thug's people, I guess, the Young Slime N-words. And then I think YFN is what does YFN stand for? It's Young Fly N-words. I don't know. I'll look it up, but it's crazy, man.
I think somebody was going after Young Thug any way they could get to him.
Atlanta police would not comment on if gang retaliation played a part in the shooting, but say they are continuing their investigation.
Look, I love rap music, and I'm not here to beat up on the music. I'm here to say that the music cannot be allowed to be an excuse for violence.
Chidi says as
you heard him. I love rap music. Man, I mean, don't we all, right? Okay, yeah, so it's Young Fly N-word. Don't we all? We love it. And we love to hate it, okay? A lot of y'all in the chat, though, y'all don't love it. Y'all don't love it. So I will say a lot of people are like, oh, I hate it. I hate it. I mean, but, you know, it's definitely an acquired taste, I will say. But nowadays, the youngsters, everybody is kind of rocking with it until they have a negative encounter with a super gremlin. Like one time, I was dealing with this chick, and she was like a German chick, but then she moved to Chicago. She was dealing with some super gremlins out there, and like they really messed her up. I guess they was like beating on her or whatever. Anyways, you know, I started dealing with her, whatever. She was a little white chick or whatever, and she was talking about how, oh man, she hates rap music because that's all her the little super gremlins in Chicago listened to, and she really had felt the effects of drill music, and she ended up getting out, whatever. Long story short, she blocked me because she was she was talking about some weird stuff. Honestly, it was like she was sending paragraphs and I was like, shorty a little cuckoo. But yeah, the rap music can rub people the wrong way, especially if they have a bad experience, and usually it involves something or close to a super gremlin getting on demon time.
Homicide numbers rise. It's going to take a collaborative effort with police, city leaders, and the community.
It's not just gangsters who are getting killed. Anybody who's close to them is at risk, and we shouldn't be celebrating this.
And Atlanta police say they did detain one person, but have not named them as a suspect at this point. If you know anything in this case, come forward. You can remain anonymous. In Atlanta, I'm Eric Perry, Fox 5 News.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.